Howdy Mods fans, welcome to another edition of Whiteboard Friday. My name is Cyrus. Today we're going to be talking about the rules of link building. Now this is really important because we see a lot of people out there in the marketing world getting scared of link building. Past actions coming back to haunt them, people saying that link building is dead, links losing value in Google's algorithm. Rand did a great Whiteboard Friday a few weeks ago about that. But what's really disturbing is some people are giving up completely on link building when it's still a really huge part of Google's algorithm. And they're giving up because they don't know the rules. They don't understand that when you play by the rules, for the most part, you can really win. And what we see, I like to think about this as like a basketball game, going back to the days of the ancient Aztecs when they started playing and there weren't a lot of rules. And what's happening now is we have Google, the referee in the black and white striped shirt, and they're coming down there saying, hey guys, this isn't working. We need to install some order here. So they start giving out fouls and penalties to people. And some of these people are like getting frustrated and they're leaving the game. But the people who aren't getting fouled, who aren't getting the penalties, they are winning the score. And that's where we want to be. We want to be the people who are still playing the game instead of walking off the court, because these people aren't going to win. So if we understand what the rules are, and these rules I see get violated all the time, even people trying to do what they can get away with, it's not worth it. So playing by the rules is something that we want to strive for. And one thing I've heard internet marketers talk about for years is the idea of doing what works. And for a long time, there was no referee on the court. Google was just absent and people were doing whatever they wanted. And people would say, you know, I don't really care what the rules are, because I'm going to do what works today for my client. And people like Rand Fishkin and Will Reynolds, they were saying, guys, you got to follow the rules because the rules are coming. And don't do what works today, do what works tomorrow. And so that's the advice. So these rules are based on not only what works today, but what works tomorrow. So not only that you win today's game, but that you keep winning game after game after game, and you win that NCAA tournament. All right. So first of all, I want to start off with some things that we want to avoid when link building. If we look at what Google's been targeting, there's usually two common factors in links that they target. And they are, first of all, links that you control. And when we see Google crack down on guest blogging networks, on widget links, signature profile links, they all have that one element in common, that you control the anchor text. And that's exactly what Google is not looking for. And I predict any link penalties, new link penalties that happen in the future will also follow this pattern. It will be links where you control the anchor text. So we're always going to have situations where we do control the anchor text, but beware and be very careful with those links, because those are the links that are subject to devaluation and penalization. And the same thing goes for links that scale. Again, we're talking about widget links, author bio boxes. When you combine these two together, those are exactly the kind of links you need to be extra careful with, and not scale, not do too much anchor text manipulation, because they will always be subject to those penalties. So one rule that I've been following for years, I got this from Eric Ward, the very famous link builder: never ask for anchor text. When you're doing outreach, when you're talking to other people, when you're guest posting, asking for the anchor text is going to raise a lot of red flags. That's what kills it for you. Because when you start asking for anchor text, your brain starts working. You think, well, I need this keyword, I need this keyword. You create patterns. You create over-optimization. No matter what the temptation is, if you don't ask for anchor text, you're going to get a much more natural link profile. So in all the years that I've been doing link building, I've never asked for anchor text once. Whoever is linking to me can link to me however they want. Sometimes it's a no-followed link. Sometimes it's not exactly what I want, but it's natural and it comes off so much more natural. A couple of other rules that I see people violate all the time that Google has made painfully clear in the past few months. Don't link externally in the footer. Just don't. Not going to go into the reasons. Just don't do that. And by the same token, except for navigation, avoid site-wide links. This is something that we've known for years. If someone links to you externally and site-wide in the sidebar, you know, that's ripe for penguin-style links. Again, these are best practices. There's always exceptions to the rules, but generally following these rules is going to help you out, even if you have to break them sometimes. On the do side of things, one thing that I want to emphasize is do link building. Don't give up just because Google is imposing these rules and penalizing people. We still need the people who are actively out there building links still have a huge opportunity to win. So don't give up on this as a part of your practice. But one thing I would emphasize doing is shifting from actively building links to more of a focus on distribution. Because the more eyeballs that are on your content, the more of the natural links you're going to earn. That's something we do here at Moz. Huge emphasis on social distribution, distribution through our partners. We just want to get the eyeballs on the content because that's the end goal anyway. And there's a huge correlation between getting eyeballs on good content and link building. It's one of the best kind of link building you can do. It's just getting your content out there on the right eyeballs. Along those same lines, outreach is still okay. Writing those emails, finding those influencers. Our friends at BuzzStream just wrote a really excellent guide on how to do outreach. I'll link to it in the comments below, in the transcript below. Really worth a read. But the idea is along with distribution, you want to get the right eyeballs on your content and so that they have those opportunities to build those natural links that you don't control the anchor text, where it's not scalable. It's a real human being putting a real link in their content and endorsing you. One thing to always keep in mind that when we're looking at links and how we judge them, the value of the link equals the quality of the traffic that it can drive you. Meaning that this is kind of how Google judges links. And it's not necessarily the quantity of the traffic that the link can drive you, but the quality. So if you run a mechanic shop and you want good leads from those links, you'd want other mechanic shops or auto parts stores to link to you. A link from an SEO blog probably doesn't have a lot of value because it's not very relevant. So when you build links, that's one of the golden rules is look at the quality of the traffic that it's going to drive you. And that's going to help you a lot in those relevancy signals that Google is looking at. And finally, in this new age of link building, we need to start embracing the nofollow and not be as scared of it as we have been. Because those links that we are considering no-following probably weren't helping you that much anyway. And so embracing them sort of cuts those signals off that Google doesn't want those to pass page rank. They don't want them to pass anchor text. But keep in mind that even no-followed links, Google still looks at those. We have evidence that Google uses no-followed links for crawling and discovery purposes. And there's some evidence that Google may use no-followed links for signals other than that. Not every link has to pass page rank or anchor text to be valuable. And one final thought that I want to leave with to keep in mind, when you practice these good do's, these good link building practices, you start to take your marketing to a higher level. And at its best, good link building is indistinguishable from good marketing. When you're doing link building right, you don't even need the links because you're doing good marketing. You're pushing your content out there. You're talking to those influencers. You're getting traffic to your site. And those just happen to be the signals that Google wants to reward. So let's do that. Let's win the link building game. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you.